Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll, and today I come to you with this big and beautiful baby here named Baby Dimples from the Horseman Doll Company, 1924, 25, 26. She was brought out and she is big and beautiful, like I said. She is a huge girl. This one here is one of the rarer ones. Why is she rare? Well, she's rare because she has the horse lashes. Horsehair lashes, and she's harder to find. Every now and again one will pop up, but this one will always stay with me because of her rarity. And doesn't mean that she's more money, it just means she's just a rare one. Usually they run all around about the same price. This might be the one that's got the horsehair eyelashes, might be a little bit more, but not by anything extreme. You can still find Baby Dimples for a reasonable price most days on eBay. And then she can go for quite a clip as well, depending again on how her condition. Everything's always to do with condition. Now I believe this one has been repainted, and I don't know, I forget what she looks like as far as arms and legs and everything. If this is one that's up for restoration, I know I got two that are up for restoration for sure. I just forget about this one here, because she has been repainted. But we're going to put her into an antique dress again. I'll show it to you here, what she's going to be put into. And she's going to be a barefoot princess because it is still summer and we're going to enjoy our summer looks. And she's going to go into this nice, beautiful antique dress here. Isn't that gorgeous? I like dresses that are they got the different colors on them, where they're blue and they're yellow and not just pink all the time. I love pink, don't get me wrong, but it seems like you would get, my dresses, I'm inundated with pink, and I get a little tired of seeing pink sometimes, not always, but on these older dolls I like to see a variety of colors on them. So let's get some color, some different, a different dress on her. She is still in her Valentine's Day dress. I'm a horrible, horrible mama. For keeping them in their dresses too long and not getting them into the seasonal dresses. But I have a lot of them and it's getting to be a lot. But I enjoy it. I am not really complaining. But she was dressed for Valentine's Day with the hearts all over her, wearing this beautiful yellow matinee sweater set here. Oh, beautiful. I love these sweater sets. We're going to talk about it now. I have three Baby Dimples of this size, and there's a reason why. Now, we'll measure her, but I think she's about 26 inches, this one is. And why I have three different ones, and that's going to be a separate video. We'll talk, and I'm really making this for people who are just seeing these dolls maybe for the first time, because I have a lot of new subscribers who are new to the antique doll field, and they need to hear and see, and for those that have just forgotten or just like to hear about them again, to be refreshed. And I don't mind making them. I'm going to take your hat off too. This was a fun dress for her to wear for Valentine's Day. It's a newer dress. It's made by Bobster Mimi, and she's 12 months in this size here. But it was a fun dress for Valentine's Day. Take off her leotards. So we'll check her here. She has some lifting, which tells me she was painted with acrylic. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some work. Oh yeah, she's all splitting all up here. Her arms are, so she'll be going for restoration down the road. Let's take off this beautiful hat. But I have to do her head as well, not because there's damage to it, but it's because to keep her, oh, she's cracking, she's lifting all in here around her ears. Yeah, so she needs some help along the way. So let's get her into her new dress. I'm putting a lot of my dolls into vintage dresses because I have them and they're just not being worn by them. And I don't think it's right nor fair that they have these little dresses and they're not being used. So we have, this is her slip that she's going to wear. I love these slips. They have the nice little embroidery at the bottom, the buttons on the side of the right shoulder, or is it the left? Left shoulder, I should say. I had one that was on the right. The other one was on the left too, but I do have one that's on, actually it's on both shoulders. I think that's what it is. Okay, so I'll put this on her. I love getting these old dresses back onto my dolls. I don't do it enough because I I like putting them in some of the newer stuff just as well. That can kind of reflect the days of yesterday, you know. So I kind of look for stuff that is a little bit on from their time period, but it's made today. You can find it, it's out there. So you don't always have to buy these old dresses if you can't find them in your area. Sometimes Winners or, you know who's a good one for making sometimes clothing is Baby Gap. That looks from years ago. They seem to go backwards in the, which I love. Get some of those old fashions out from years ago, and they use new material today, of course, and they kind of modernize it a little bit, but you can still see the old flair in some. Not always, just some of their clothing. Certain pieces will come out every now and again. You go, oh, that could work, and that's like some other companies too. You can find that, you know. So. But anyways, let's get this nice old, these buttons are so small. So you gotta have little fingers. And my fingers aren't too bad. I can get in there and get them on, but they're tiny. I think it's more my eyesight more than it is my fingers. I gotta keep my glasses on so I can see them. We're gonna talk about her. And then we'll talk about all three of them when I get them all out here to be dressed. And they're all dressed and looking pretty. We'll get them together and then we'll talk about you'll see their differences then. But this one here, oh, that looks cute on her. Oh, Baby Dimples. You're gorgeous. Now this was handmade, it says. It says handmade. I don't know what that says down there. There is something there. My eyes aren't picking it up. But anyways, we'll button her up with her tiny little buttons. Button, button, who has the button? You have the button, Baby Dimples. You have the buttons. There we go. Oh my goodness, this dress is gorgeous on her. Now we got to finish it with a bonnet for sure. Now when I got her, I got one of those big, she came with a big old-fashioned bonnet. Now I do want to get it out and put it on her. I gotta go find it. Where did I put it? Now this one here confuses me as to which way it goes. Oh, it came out of it. I gotta weave it in and out. The ribbon came out of its weaving. It's not hard to do, it's just a few little, it goes like that. Then it goes up like that, down, up, comes out. There we go. All right, so I got that in there, but here's my issue. Whoops. Is it long enough? Oh my word. Trying to get this so that it, where's the end to this? Okay, there. Yeah, I can see what's going on here. There's so many ribbons on this thing. Okay, there's ribbon there. Here, let's just try it. I tried it both ways. Oh my word, what's going on here? I don't know what I'm doing here. That ribbon goes there. This ribbon goes here. Oh my word, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the hat. I'll have to get her hat later because that hat is confusing me hugely. But there she is in her glory. I think she looks wonderful in that dress. Look at her there. Oh, she's just a beautiful baby doll. She shows so well. Maybe she's better even without her hat and everything. I think it shows her nice, beautiful head and her face and everything. But she's gorgeous, just gorgeous. Look at her. I think she's a, let's come up on that embroidery, the decoration around the neck. Oh my goodness, yes, it just shows her so well. These old dresses have a lot of character to them, and they add character to your doll. So if you can find these dolls, and I mean this doll for sure, and if she comes naked, don't worry about it. You can't get her in her original clothes. You're going to pay more if you find her in original. Would I love to? Sure, but if I can't, that's okay. There's a lot of wonderful old doll dresses out there that you can find that they look just spectacular in, and some of them go for very cheap. Some of them I have found at my local antique stores that we don't have anymore. They're long gone, but I have found some things there, as well as online. Every now and again you can get a mess of dresses. You can get like 20 for, you know, a certain amount of money, and they're well worth to get. And they wash up great by hand. Just wash them by hand. Do not use the wash machine at all. It'll rip and shred them. They're all by hand now, and all you have to do is just take the time, put the time into them, and I'll tell you, they show very well on these big, beautiful dolls today. And you can bring back those years that are long forgotten, and we can bring these dolls alive with those dresses on them today. Babies that wore them back then are now long gone, pretty much. And so we're making their little bit of heritage that was theirs in their day come alive today, and we now share that on video now. And if you look down lower on the dress, let's go a little bit lower down on the dress too, there's even embroidery, and a lot of this embroidery was all by hand. Sometimes what they did was they bought, now I'm not saying this one, okay, it does say hand done. Sometimes mother would buy dresses that were with no embroidery on it at all, and they would add the embroidery themselves, and they would do that while they were pregnant, maybe for their first baby or whatever, where they had more time or whatever, however that worked for them. And so a lot of those little dresses got you know, quite decorative, and when I find them, I just love them right to pieces. I love the dress sometimes just as much as the doll. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Baby Dimples is one of my favorites, one of them. I have several, but she is one of my favorites of my dolls. I have many Baby Dimples in my collection. I probably have about 5 or 6, and I enjoy each and every one. She came in a variety of sizes, right down to 12 inches, I think it was that she came in. There's also, like I say, if you look at this one here, she has a straight leg, and she's a swing, I think she's a swing leg too as well. Yeah, she's a swing leg, straight leg toddler. That's what this one is. She doesn't have the froggy shaped legs, she has the straight legs. And she also has what they call, let me put the camera down and you'll see this, her legs swing, like they're called swing legs. Yeah, so there we go. And so you take her, and her arms are on a disc, so they go up and down. And but she's needing some more stuffing to help hold her chest area up. That's what she is in need of. So when I do take her head off to restore her, she will get then a more stuffing put into her to help give her that hold that she's in need. These dolls need a lot of stuffing. They take a lot. It'll scare you how much you'll go through when how much stuffing goes into them, because you have to push it down inside. Now she probably had a mama squawker in there too. These are like in the mama doll family. So she probably had a squawker that worked way long ago, but doesn't work anymore. Now I know there are people that have been able to fix them. I have not conquered that yet, which I am still working on. I don't know how these people do it. I'm trying to figure it out. I've come close, but I've never got one working. And I would love to get these old squeakers working again, or squawkers, whatever you want to call them, criers, back into them again, and have them, you know, working again. One of my feats I will accomplish, you know, I'm hoping to do, just take the time and start working on them again. Maybe this winter I'll make that. I was supposed to do a winter where I just made shoes, and I didn't even do that yet. So you say it, but sometimes I just never get there. It keeps you busy, life in itself, and these wonderful dolls. So thank you for joining me. Anybody who would like to leave a comment, please do. And if you're walking by or sitting by and you say, hey, I like this lady, I understand why you do, hit that that subscribe button, and you'll be able to see more of these wonderful dolls, and what I do to them, and how I fix them, and how I bring them back to life again. And what I'm about is giving their beauty back again, and that's what it's about. And so anyways, thank you for joining me. We'll be talking to you again really soon. Bye bye.